Then we have arguably the game of the week, the Chargers and the Raiders. Week 18 last year to make basically the first playoff game of last year. This game was easily the best game of the week by a mile.
Game of the year.
Justin Herbert and Derek Carr go toe-to-toe. Comes down to overtime. Comes down to just Brandon Staley making a goofy mistake at the end of the game. But these teams have bolstered their team a little bit. We got Devontae Adams on the Raiders, and they got Chandler Jones on the other end. The Chargers, they went out and got some players on defense, so their defense should be hopefully just competent, because last year their defense was the worst in the league.
Can you give me something?
Yeah. So then, with that in mind, this game, over under a 52.5, I'm taking the over, because both of these teams can easily score 30 points in this game. And we have two great offenses. I think the Raiders could have the number one offense this year with what they got with Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, Devontae, Hunter Renfrow, and Darren Waller. That alone is like, there's nothing I can complain about there at all. So I'm actually going to pick the Raiders to win this game. I picked the Raiders to cover the spread and have them winning 45-42.
45-42 Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love the Raiders in this game. I think Josh McDaniels was a solid hire for them. I think he's either going to be the best coach in the division that year, barring Andy Reid, or he's going to be the worst coach in that division. But I don't think he's going to be as bad as Brandon Staley. One thing he's going to do, he's going to ease Derek Carr into the offense, what he was good with Mac Jones, getting him comfortable. I mean, he had to design plays for Mac Jones last year when his best receiver was Jacoby Myers. You think he can design some pretty good plays with Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow and Josh Jacobs in the backfield? Yeah, I can. And I can't get the image of Josh Jacobs running all over the Chargers last year. And I think this is going to be a shootout. And yes, you can have the number one offense in the NFL and still miss the playoffs, because a team actually did that. They had the best offense and best defense. You know who it is? The Chargers.
Yeah.
Because they had the worst special teams in history. So for me personally, when it comes to a close game, the Chargers are the Dallas Cowboys without rings, and they're the Buffalo Bills without the Super Bowl appearances. So when it comes down to it, who do I trust in the clutch, Derek Carr or Justin Herbert? I think the leadership of Derek Carr is going to shine through, especially everything he's gone through for that franchise. And he finally has a bona fide top 5 receiver, the best second receiver in the NFL, and Darren Waller at tight end. And Max Crosby absolutely ate the Chargers alive last year. You add Chandler Jones on the other side. That's the edges bringing steady pressure each time. Those are two guys you normally have to double team. So I think that alone is going to push the Raiders defense pretty high up. And you have a lead, you drop back. Well, you have the edge rushers coming all day versus the quarterback. So I think Raiders get out to a good start. Derek Carr, Devontae, and then all hell is loose.
I just want to go back to Chargers being the Cowboys without the rings, and the Bills without the Super Bowl appearances. As somebody who has somehow like 2 of the 10 Chargers fans in his inner circle, that hurts.
It does hurt.
That hurts a lot.
The truth hurts sometimes.
Honestly, they compare me more to the Falcons because both of them are perpetual chokers historically. I think that with Justin Herbert, they can break that mold. But I mean, Phillip Rivers and Tony Romo, you can compare which one was a bigger choker, because honestly, they both had some pretty bad moments. I mean, Phillip Rivers was facing off. No, hold on. Phillip Rivers was facing off against the 16-0 Patriots with a torn ACL, and he's like, "Sub me in, coach. I'm going to win this game for us." Against the 17-0 Patriots at the time. That's Phillip Rivers. And guess what? He had one of the worst games in the history of the AFC title game.